There we go.
There we
Here we
go.
are.
We successfully recorded something.
I know
Yay.
this is a big deal.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's see. Jen and I have known each other for, oh my gosh, has it been like 35 years or something? It was middle school when
It's
we
a lot of
met.
math. I was told there would be no
Mm.
math in this conversation.
Oh,
So yeah,
I'm so
it's like
sorry. So yeah, probably about 35 years or so. I don't know.
roughly
A long
long
time we've
time.
known each other. And
Yeah.
um she has started to follow me with my health coaching and fitness stuff, and I had started to follow her on Facebook with her meditation. I was doing a program that is called Body Revolution, and Jen chimed in and wanted to try it. Tell us why, Jen.
Yeah. So, well, basically since I turned 40, I've been on a diet. It seems like I'm now 47. And when I turned 40, I could just, I always had to watch what I eat. And I never had to worry about that before I turned 40. So like one year, even my boss got me these socks that said, sometimes salads make me sad.
For
Because
real.
I was like always eating salads at work. So really over the last couple of years, I'd kind of just accepted that I was going to be heavier than I'd ever been in my life because I couldn't maintain any weight loss. But the thing that shifted for me was I started having horrible reflux, and and I think it was partially as a result of the extra weight that I was carrying. So your program popped in, it talked about having anti-inflammatory foods, and I knew inflammation was a really like key thing that I needed to take control of in order to help heal my reflux. So for me, my goal was to heal my reflux, is why I signed up for your program. And so I was terrified of fasting. Before
For
the
sure.
program, I was
It's
like,
intimidating.
this is not something that I am going to do. But I was like, you eased us into it, which I really appreciated. So we started out just really cleaning up our like food intake and starting eating more like nutritious and whole foods. And then incorporating the fasting aspect in the end was great in the last few weeks. So I definitely had my moments though with that, which I'm sure you hear about a
Oh
lot.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's all part of it though. That's part of it doesn't have to be perfect, right? I mean, it's the
Right.
same thing that you teach in your meditation is it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going and get up the next day and start over again if that means start over again, but it's not about throwing in the towel, right? And so
Yeah.
that's a lot of what I have encouraged for years of my health coaching is I mean I wrote a book called The Undiet, for goodness sakes, because of that reason, because salads make you sad and kale's in your teeth all the time, and that's not what we're going for. But
Right.
it's about healing our bodies, right? And so
Yeah.
that is really where the fasting and the creating body revolution was, because I am 47 as well, and I was feeling the same way. I had plantar fasciitis that lasted for 13 months, and it went completely away when I dove into this program in August with Jen. I was doing it with my group,
Yeah.
and it completely went away at week 4. And I have not dealt with it since. And that is all about inflammation. And
Right.
this program is meant to be anti-inflammatory, but it's also meant to be hormonal balancing with all
Mm.
of your hormones, not just female hormones, not just all of them, your insulin, your cortisol, stress hormone. So we really dive into every aspect of it,
Right.
which really makes it more of a lifestyle shift. So Jen and I came
That's huge.
together because
Yeah.
of that. This whole program, she did my program first, and then I really wanted to try hers because meditation for me has been well, I keep feeling like I'm doing it wrong, so then I stop doing it. Or I think the biggest thing for me is trying to find the right time of day to
Right.
um to 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 meditate.
Right.
And I thought evenings were going to work, right before bed, but I'm too tired, and I would start meditating, then it would be like 5:30 in the morning. Be like, whoops, I messed that one up. So the evenings were not working for me. I was too tired in the evenings. I have a little bit of time in the mornings of just quiet and solitude. But what I would do first thing in the morning was I'd pour a cup of coffee and I'd, scroll on my phone and I would, do a couple things here and there. So I just shifted that time a little bit to where I go and I sit on my couch and I have this, beautiful space with really nice lighting in my living room. It's kind of my little sanctuary. And I sit in there and I do 10-minute meditation. Jen's program is Commit to Sit, and it's 10 minutes a day. And I committed to it for the whole entire month of November. I was going to do every single day for 10 minutes, and I have not skipped a day since. And that has been incredible.
Yay.
I know. Thank you so much.
That's huge. And how long, like how many years were you trying to establish
Oh
a
my gosh.
consistent meditation practice?
Since I started the whole health and fitness thing, so 2014. So
Oh my gosh.
almost 10 years.
Yeah.
I wanted to be somebody that meditated with everything else I did. And I know how valuable it is. I
Yeah.
understand why, but
Right.
I just could not get myself to do it.
Yeah.
So really it was finding the time and finding the right technique that worked for me. So what's cool about Jen's program is it goes through all different techniques. Guided meditation, like fully guided meditation, which I really enjoyed at the beginning because my mind would go away and I'd squirrel but that's okay. I realized that that's okay. I realized that my meditation practice when I squirrel doesn't mean I'm bad at it. So that was just
Exactly.
definitely a judgment I had around it that I was like,
Right.
well, I suck at meditating, so I'm never going to do it again.
Right. Yeah. And that's why a lot of people stop meditating. It's like, well,
Yeah.
I can't settle my mind. So I'm doing it
Yeah.
wrong
So I
and
can't do it.
I
I'm
can't
doing it
do
wrong.
this. And
Exactly.
that's really the most common misconception about
Yeah.
meditation.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
the truth is, as long as you're sitting and practicing and watching the thinking, because we
Mm-hmm.
really have very little control over the thoughts that arise in our mind on a
Yeah.
consistent basis.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
it's about watching them. And so that's why I think we decided to come together, because for me, the fasting portion and getting used to fasting was all mental.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Absolutely.
remember you asking the question in the group, like, if you start to feel hungry, just ask yourself, am I really hungry right now? Or am I just thinking that I need to eat right now because of some type of conditioning? Like,
Yeah.
all of the diets that I had been on throughout my 40s, it was like, you got to eat within 30 minutes of waking up. Then you got to keep that metabolism fire burning. So you got to be eating every 2 to 3
Mm-hmm.
hours. And so I had all of this programming that I needed to unlearn. And
Mm-hmm.
then I had to open myself up to the idea of just not eating for an extended period of time, which was challenging. But the thing that got me through it was doing my own research about
Mm-hmm.
fasting as healing. Some of the posts that you shared were really helpful about the health benefits of fasting and how
Mm-hmm.
fasting really is a healing state, but
Right.
also the meditation, my meditation practice and my ability to be mindful of what was happening in my body, really for the first time in my life,
Mm-hmm.
was what helped me and helped me get through the uncertainty of fasting in the beginning. So I
Yeah.
had this idea one day. I was like, it would be amazing if we could combine the power of this program that you have, and the weight loss came off for me, and that wasn't my goal. Like, I have lost, since starting your program at July 31st is when we started it, I've
Mm-hmm.
lost 30 pounds now. And for
That's
me,
amazing.
that wasn't my goal. My goal was to heal my reflux and get off the PPI that I was taking, the
Mm-hmm.
medication, because Tums had stopped working, everything had stopped working, and I had to go on like something stronger. So since then, my reflux has resolved. I'm off my medications, and I've lost all of this weight, which has helped me in so many areas of my life. But that wasn't my primary goal. Like, I truly believe in accepting who I am at this age of my life. Like, I have wrinkles, I have gray hair. If I carry extra pounds, that's okay. Like, I truly have
Mm-hmm.
accepted who I am, and the weight loss has really helped me, though. Helps me with yoga. It helps me, my clothes fit better. Didn't have to buy new clothes. But just the healing. So I feel better every day. I was losing sleep with my reflux. So it's been amazing. So
Yeah.
that's
And
why
I
we
think that's
decided to
the
come together.
absolutely. And that's the biggest part of fasting. It's when you're fasting, you are healing your body. And
Yeah.
that was the biggest mindset that we really, try to teach is that, meditation is healing, fasting is healing. So coming together, that's where we created the Total Mind Body Fast, because it really is about healing our bodies. And that's why we came together. We were both busy. We were both like, I don't even know if we have time for this, right?
I
Like, we
know.
both said that. It was really funny. Like, but we
Yeah.
reached out to each other because we're like, okay, there's something here.
There's
There's
something
absolutely
here.
something here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we came together. We're super, super excited to bring both of our knowledge together into one unit. And I feel like it's a one-stop shop with healing and incorporating, the nutrition side of it, incorporating meditation that will only benefit you lifelong for
Absolutely.
both of our programs. These will only benefit you.
Right.
So
And that's the thing,
very,
is sustainable change, right?
yeah, absolutely. It's
Sustainable
not about,
holistic wellness
mhm,
is not just body, it's also mind, it's also spirit. And
yep,
so I was looking for I've been looking for a program like this forever, and I've
yeah,
never been able to find it. There's meditation programs,
right.
there's fasting programs out there, but nothing combining like a full holistic
Hmm.
approach. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're super excited
So
to share
yeah,
this with you, and we're going to have lots more to share
yeah,
in the days
definitely.
and weeks ahead. So
Absolutely. Super
awesome.
excited. Thank you so much for
Nice
watching.
to chat. Yeah.
And it's always good to chat with you, Jen, and see your beautiful, shiny, smiling face. She's got a much
And
better
yours too.
background than I do too. I'm like, I really need to upgrade my background. That'll come. Next video.
Wow.
Well, maybe not the next, but
Maybe
whatever,
not. Yeah.
soon.
Goals, background goals.
All right. Thank you. We will talk to you all soon.